I want this on the computer. No whining, Sarah. All right. Shh. No. Yeah, no, I love watch it. Yes, I know she does. Let's go. Shh. Hold up a second. We're being interrupted. All right, guys, I'm telling you, I'm working now. All right, this is not your time. All right, we're working. All right, so here we go. I've got blue fabric. Tell me how to find how much it's going to cost me for the blue fabric, Sarah. Shh.
Yeah, 5 and 3 times 6.
You are doing great. Tell me what that is. Shh. But we want it in dollars. So 32, change it to a decimal. Thank you, girl. 32.25. Anybody else get that? Good. All right. So for the pink fabric, let's go. 10 3/4 times 7. How much is that? 75.25. Maybe get that. Luca, number 13. I'm buying red fabric.
All right.
What did you do?
Times 9.
Which is?
$141.
Anybody else get 141? All right, hold up. Shh. What? Well, this is something new. We didn't go over this yesterday. I just said, all right. Well, it's telling you the cost per yard, right? Let's say the cost was, look how easy this is. Let's say you were going to buy blue, all right, it's $6 per yard. If you're going to buy 3 yards, what are you going to do? That's all we're doing. Well, it doesn't matter what the fractions are. It's the same process. You multiply the price times how much you need. Agreed? Come on, you know that. All right, here we go. We're trying to find the green fabric. Lydia, how much is it going to cost me for green?
$38.40.
How did you get that?
You do 9 3/5 times 4.
And what did you say that was?
$38.40.
Anybody else get $38.40? All right. Yes, I'm happy with that. Very good. Come on. Now, let's say you have $50 and you need to buy all the blue fabric you can get. How many yards can you buy? Isaac, what are you thinking?
Well, I don't think that I was right. I did, if you have 50 yards and blue fabric is $60, I just did 8 yards.
How did you get that?
Because 8 times 6 is 48.
Oh, yeah, but I want as much as you can buy. So how did you do that? Try to think about how you did that in your head. If you had 50 and 6, what did I do with the 50 and 6 to get 8? Yeah, there you go. That's what I want you to be able to tell me. So you're just going to take the 50 and you're going to divide it by how much it is, which is 6. So tell me what that is on your calculator. Shh. No. Isaac is. But what is 0.3 repeating?
3/9.
As a fraction. Yep. So 3/9 reduces to what?
1/3.
Yeah. So we would say I can buy 8 1/3 yards. All right. I can buy 8 1/3. Yes.
So you have to do.
Yes. I want exactly as much. You're going in. You're going to tell me I need exactly 8 1/3 yards. I got $50. What?
8.
No, 8 1/3 yards. You can buy a part of a yard. All right. Eight 0.3 repeating. What fraction is 0.3 repeating? Yes, 8 1/3. All right, come on, guys. What? All right, anybody else having trouble with 8 1/3 yards? All right, let's look at 16 now. Read it to me. Helen. I'm going to let you know, I promise you. Just read it to me and let's figure it out together.
But I just realized I did it.
That's correct. You're gonna multiply. So take that on your calculator, 13 and 1/2 times 21 and 1/4, and tell me what you got there, kiddo. 286 and 7/8. Now, we're measuring area. So we're gonna say it's going to be inches squared or square inches. That's a good job. Thank you. All right. Now, Hunter, you're reading 17. Go. No, I want you to read it.
House is 7 1/4 inches long, including its tail. Its tail is 1/2 of its total body length. How long is it there?
What are you thinking? How did you get that? Yes, 7 and 1/4 divided by 2. Tell me what that is, please. I didn't hear you. 3 and 5/8 inches. Anybody else get that? All right, is anybody having trouble with that? All right, I appreciate your attention today, guys. Let's do it. Number 18. Here we go. Read. Grant, you're up.
How many cups of flour will you need altogether?
What am I going to do for that? Add them. Thank you. So I want everybody to write down on their paper 3/4 plus 1 2/3 equals.
So you do this one and then. Oh, I got 2 and 5/12.
2 and 5/12 what? There you go. Thank you. That's important. The units are important. You get points off if you don't tell me the units. 2 and 5/12 cups. Anybody have any problems with that? All right, Bennett, you get to read 19. Go. What do I do? That is correct. Everybody's writing down 1 and 1/2 minus 1 and 9/32. What did you get? 7/32 of an inch. That is correct. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. Jackson, go.
Rectangle perimeter 23 and 1/2 centimeters, the two short sides of it 5 2/3 centimeters. Each was the length of each of the two other sides.
All right, now before you tell me how to do this, I'd like everybody to draw a rectangle for me. And then put on your two shorter sides, what measurement? I'm waiting for Jackson. What measurement? 5 2/3. That is correct. This is 5 2/3. This is 5 2/3. So how do I figure out what the length is? Tell me. Yes, correct. Everybody add. He said something perfect. 5 2/3 plus 5 2/3. Jackson, tell me what that is.
11 and 1/3.
Very good. Okay, so the total length so far is 11 1/3. Now what? Very nice. Now he's subtracting 23 and 1/2 minus 11 and 1/3. Tell me what that is. 12 and 1/6. Is that the answer? What do I have to do? You are amazing, buddy. That was very good. Divide by 2. Tell me what that is. 6 and 1/12, and we're measuring in centimeters. All right, now I thought that was pretty tricky, guys. So you can thank your math teacher last year. That was a pretty good job if you knew how to do that. All right, that's actually pretty hard. All right, does anybody understand what we did there and why we did it? Tell me. Because watch, everybody's going to look up on the board now because I don't want anybody to have trouble with this. All right, please look up on the board. All right, that was really good. All right, so does everybody agree there are how many sides to a rectangle? 4. These two sides right here are how much?
Those are both 5 and 2.
Right. So he added that up, right? That gave him the total length of both those sides, correct? Now, if those are the shorter sides, we'll just come up here and say, well, this is the length. Do we know what the length is?
No.
But this length down here is the same. Do we agree?
Yeah.
Right. So what's the total distance around called? The perimeter. So if you take 23.5 and minus 11 1/3, that will give you both lengths. Do we agree with that? Does everybody agree? All right. So he subtracted out that length and got what? 12 1/6. Is everybody comfortable with that? But the 12 1/6 is for how many lengths? 2, right? Does everybody agree with that? And are those two lengths exactly the same?
No.
Yes, the lengths are the same. It's okay. Then you divide by 2 to find 1. Now, some of you had a question on that. All right. Some of you had a question. All right. Did that answer your question? Anybody have any issues now? So the length would be 6 1/12. We had to divide that by 2. All right. We had to divide that by 2. All right. I'm pretty happy with that. All right. So Brooklyn, you're up. Read.
You're cutting fabric for placemats that are to be 13 3/4 inches wide. If you have a piece of fabric that is 82 1/2 inches long, how many placemats can you cut from the fabric?
Uh-oh. What are you thinking on this one? Divide. Thank you very much. So look, here's what the drawing is. I want everybody to do the drawing. Here's your fabric. All right, I got a long piece of fabric. Is everybody with me on this? And I'm going to make some placemats. So what am I going to do? I'm just going to cut this right here. I'm going to cut it right here. And I'm making placemats. Does everybody agree with that? This length is 82.5 inches long. Does everybody agree? And I'm cutting it 13 3/4 inches. So that's why she did 82.5. I'm taking the 82.5 and I'm dividing it into 13 3/4 inches. Is everybody happy with that explanation? All right, so I want everybody to take 82 1/2, divide it by 13 3/4, and Brooklyn, tell me what that is. Now, can you make part of a placemat? Or did it come out to be exactly 6?
Exactly.
It came out to be exactly 6. Wow. All right, we got lucky. So that you can make 6 placemats. All right, we took the total distance and we divided it up into individual pieces. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. So that was a good job. All right, here we go. 22. Ooh, okay, let's see. We're going to have some, Garris, go ahead. Read it to me.
37 4/5 inches and inches long. How many times do I have to do this? But I just use that.
What are you thinking? Yeah, that's exactly right. Very smart. All right, you guys, we're doing pretty good on this. I'm super impressed. All right, so he said divide. What are we going to divide? Wow, very nice. Very nice. All right, just a second. I'm going to let you guys tell me. All right, I'm going to let you ask me, and then I'll explain why we're dividing. Okay, I'll let you ask. Just a minute. Let me get this. What does that come out to be?
54. Is that
54 times greater. All right, 54 times greater. Now, I know there's some questions here, so please, I didn't mean to go so fast. So I want to slow down because I want you to understand this. All right, go ahead. I know, but it's not saying what's the difference. So let me so again, I'm gonna, Andrew, I'm gonna let you ask me in a minute, but look right up here. Please look up on the board. Let's say the starfish was 10 inches and the small was 2 inches. How many times greater is it? 5. Everybody looks at that and says, obviously it's 5. Why is it 5? Because 2 times 5 is what? 10. Now, the reason your brain is having trouble is because the numbers are a little bit harder to understand. Are you with me? They're fractions. People's brains don't see fractions like they see numbers. That's how I'm trying to teach you to make a conversion from the fractions. Write down just easy numbers. If the starfish is 10 inches and the small one is 2 inches, everybody looked at that and said, well, it's obviously just 5 times greater. How did we get 5 times greater? We did 10 divided by 2. So because I knew divided by 2 here, I used the same principle with these numbers. They're not as clean. They're not as easy to look at. So that's how I knew it was dividing. All right, if you're having trouble understanding if it's dividing, multiplying, adding, subtracting, you need to make numbers easier for yourself and plug them in. And so your brain can say, okay, I add, subtract, multiply, or divide. I promise you it's not that hard. I promise you. But your brain doesn't look at 37 4/5 and 7/10 and say, oh, obviously that's 54 times greater. Not many people can do that. All right. So now, Andrew, did I answer that question? You just type in 37, ABC, 4, ABC, 5. There it is. And then you hit divided by 7 ABC 10. All right. Here we go. Hampton, let's let you read 23.
For given $35 to buy blue fabric to help make costumes for a school party. The fabric costs $6 per. Do you have enough money to buy 4 7/8 yards of blue fabric?
What are you thinking? Shh.
You do 4 7/8 divided by 6.
No, stop. Leave him alone. I want him to learn.
Is that what you do?
Tell me what you said.
You 4 7/8 divided by 6.
So listen to me. Let's say I said this, buddy. Look up on the board. Let's say you needed to buy 5 yards. How much money do you need? If it's $6 per yard.
30.
Yeah, look what your brain did. You with me? This 4 7/8 was not easy. So now think about it again. If it's 4 7/8, you have to buy 4 7/8 yards. It's $6 per yard. What am I going to do? Yeah, multiply that. 6 times 4 7/8.
29 and 1/4.
Do you have enough money?
No, you have $6. Oh, no, you do. You do.
Yes, very good. Yes, you do have enough money. And some of you are like, well, if I just round this to 5, 5 times 6 is 30. I've got enough. Does everybody agree with that? All right. So I want everybody, there's lots of ways to do this. You could have said 35 divided by 6. Everybody do 35 divided by 6. That's exactly what I want to hear. Good job. 35 divided by 6. And what does that say? You could buy that much yards. So the answer would be yes, either way.
It's per yard, and you have, you have $6 per yard. When you have 35, that means that you can buy at least 5.
You could buy at least,
Sorry, you can buy at least, yeah, you can buy at least, yeah, you can buy at least, 5.
you could buy at least 5, almost 6,
So almost.
almost 6. All right. So we're good. There's lots of ways to think about that. All right. All right. Talbot, what? You're up. 24. How do I find the area of a rectangle? Area means length times width. That's correct. Yep. Everybody take your calculator out. Make sure you understand these rules. 2 3/4 times 6 2/5. Tell me what that is. 17 and what? 3/5. What unit? Inches square. Thank you, girl. Anybody else get that? Double check her, please. Good. All right. I think we're getting better. All right. I think we're getting better. All right. 25. Let me hear from someone else today. Go.
A recipe requires 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder. But the only measuring spoon you have holds 1/4 teaspoon. How many times do you need to fill this measuring?
What do you have to do for that? Shh, don't help him.
Have to divide two and 1/2 and
Wow. Very nice. You guys are doing really good. 2.5 divided by 1/4. And tell me what that is.
you have to 10 times. You have to use the-
Is that 2.5 divided by 4? Is that 10? All right. You got to do it 10 times. That's really good. All right. Yes.
I was coming this time, so that one would be.
I know it's kind of like that, but I don't like to say that. I like to think about the problems.
Okay.
You're smart thinking that. All right, but that's a good thought. All right.
Well, I thought you would,
So multiply it, 2.5 times 1/4. And what does that say? Times 1/4. Does that make sense? No, but let me show you something else. What I'm trying to show. Look up here on the board, right? So let's say I'm going to draw 2.5 teaspoons, right? I'm going to draw something that needs 2.5 teaspoons, right? But all I have is a little teaspoon, that's 1/4 of a teaspoon. You see what I'm saying? So the question is, I'm taking this and I'm dividing it into those. Do you see what I'm trying to show you, right? I'm trying to divide them up, right? Does that make sense? Right. So I'm taking the 2.5 and I'm dividing it out. You with me? All right, please listen to me, guys. If all you're doing, again, as I'm just trying to stress, if you're just writing down my answers without doing some thought on your own and saying, well, he said divide, but I accidentally multiplied. If you're not understanding why you did it incorrectly, you need to let me know. All right, now the next one is a nice problem. I'm going to pause the video for about 2 minutes and we're going to let Luca tell us what the answer is after you do it. All right, so I'm going to put 2 minutes on the clock. This one's a tricky one. That's right, so far. Oh, how did you get 8 and 5/8? So I just say 8 and 5/8? Or watch, what I'm trying to show you is each one of these distances right here is 5/8, correct?
Yeah.
So how many 5/8 is that? How do I figure out what the total length is?
Oh,
Oh, what are you going to multiply? Yes, 5/8 times what? Yes, I need everybody to come down here, right? 5/8 times 8. 5/8 times 8. And that's what? I'm waiting for the answer. You're right, it is 5. So I've used how much so far?
5.
I've used 5 inches. So how much is left? 15 inches is left. So I have 15 inches of space left on my cabinet or on my shelf. So how many CDs can I put up there? What are you thinking? What do you do?
You do 50 times 3.
So now let's say this, Luca. Let's say each CD case was 3 inches. CD case equals 3 inches. How many CDs could I put up there? If I have 15 inches and each CD is 3 inches wide. Would that make sense that I could put 45 CD? Yeah, there you go. You would divide. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to show you. If you get confused because of the fractions, make the number so you can understand the number. And he said 15 divided by 3. So instead of doing 15 divided by 3, you're going to do 15 divided by what? Yes. 15 divided by 3/8. So tell me what 15 divided by 3/8 is. Yes, you can put 40 CDs on there. 40. If you got 40, pat yourself on the back. That's a great job. All right, that's a really good job with these fractions. Yes. Possibly. Yeah, we're gonna have a test on just the word problems. Friday. Yeah, well, yeah. Friday, you're welcome. Friday, you're welcome. Yeah, this Friday, you're welcome. I know what y'all were thinking. All right. Ooh. All right. Now, what time does the bell ring?
I'll make a special schedule today.
I think I'm probably like
54. Okay. So here, I want everyone to try 27. Put a star by number 27 tonight. Now, I need some help. What does 28 actually mean?
Dividing.
That's right. So all you have to do for this one is type in on your calculator 3/4 divided by 8/3. And somebody tell me what that is.
9/32.
Yeah, 9/32. All right, no, she's not thanking for you doing the homework. You take your calculator out and you do it yourself. Oh, okay. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, 27, 29, 30. I'm trying. Okay. All right, wait a minute. Okay, let's go down to number 36 for a second. Now, does everybody agree? 36 means A times B plus C. I want to make sure everybody can do that on the calculator right now. A times B plus C. A times B plus C. Everybody type that in on your calculator. Let's go. 36. I'm on number 36. Really? A times B. What is the A value?
I got 8 and 120.
Not 7 and 1. Not 7. Well, yeah, I got 7 and 1.
Uh-oh. Be careful on this now, please. That's what I'm trying to show you. You have to be careful. I said A times B plus C. Everybody type that in on the calculator one more time. What do we get? All right, I'm pretty happy with that. 7 and 1/4. All right. Now, believe it or not, your calculator has a parentheses. So we're going to try to use the parentheses now. All right. Well, the calculator doesn't know order of operation unless you tell it.
Oh, okay.
Right. In other words, what I'm trying to tell you is you can't just say 1/2 times B times C minus 1. You need the parentheses around the B times C minus 1. Right. So everybody's doing 1/2 times. Does everybody agree there's open parentheses on there? Then you do B times C minus 1, close parentheses, and then hit equal.
7, 8.
How,
It's 1 and 3/8.
Yeah, not
did
7.
anybody else get 1 3/8?
Yeah. No, I got 7, 8.
Well, try it again, please. This is how I'm double checking to make sure you know how to use the calculator. Levi, what'd you get? Well, hold up. Let's look at 37. Type this in for me on 37. It's right on there.
Oh, yeah.
I got 1 and 3.
What is it?
1 and 3.
Did anybody else get 1 3/8? All right, 1 3/8. I'm not saying that's correct. That's what I'm saying. You got to do it on your calculator. Don't just put down 1 3/8. You got to make sure you know how to do it. So if you didn't get that, hit the clear button and go 1/2 times, then hit the open parentheses, then hit B times C minus 1, close parentheses, and then hit equal. And it should be 1 3/8. Now, I'm not saying the answer is 1 3/8. I'm saying that's what you guys told me the answer was.
Yeah, that's what I know.
Is that what you got? Well, we know it's right then.
Obviously, now we know.
Yep.
Right, Lydia?
No, it's right.
Yes, I know the feeling. I know the feeling.
What? You don't put in BC.
This kid actually typed in BC.
No, B are the letters up here. Right here. This is the A, the B, and the C. Wow, Grant, you're killing me. Good.
Mr. Stroud? Do we have to do 32?
Yeah, hold up for a second. I'm gonna ask you now about 39. I'd like everybody to take a look at 39. Yes. Now, hey, look up, please, for a second. All right, I'm gonna let you go in a minute. A squared. All right, what is the A value? 2 4/5. Now, everybody do this on the calculator for me. 2 ABC 4 ABC 5. There is this button on the calculator. It has an X square button. If you hit that button, it'll square for you also. No, it has a square button. What? Tell me. Shh, it's okay. 2 4/5. Sarah, what did you get for 2 4/5 squared? All right. What did you get? Shh. 7, go. And is it 7 and 21 over 25? You have to know how to read that calculator now. Yes, that's 7 and 21 over 25. Homework, finish everything. I will collect it. That's right. We almost got everything done. There's like 5, 7 problems left. Yes, more for you. You're welcome. Well, if you're slow, it's 9.